A very good evening. Kindly take your seats to start the event.
Please adhere to the COVID guidelines and keep your mask on at all times and keep a safe distance.
We would like to begin today's proceedings by traditionally lighting the oil lamp, and to do that, we would like to call upon the following dignitaries. The chief guest of the night, Chairman of the University of Grants Commission, Senior Professor Sampath Amaratunga. The guest of honor, Vice Chancellor of the University of Sri Jayewardenepura, Senior Professor Sudanta Liyanage. Special guest, Mr. Sujeeva Rajapaksa, Chairman of People's Bank. Faculty Deans, Sports Advisory Board Co-Chairman, Acting Dean Faculty of Urban and Aquatic Bioresources and Co-Chairman, Senior Professor Pradeep Jayavira, Professor N.M.S. Sirimuthu, Registrar, Librarian, Alumina, Mr. Ranjit Iddamalgoda, National Organizer, Alumina Association, University of Sri Jayewardenepura, Mr. Kamal Gamini Silva, Sports Alumina President, University of Sri Jayewardenepura, Director Physical Education, Sports Council Co-President. Alone we are a drop of hope, but together we are an ocean of possibilities. Ladies and gentlemen, we are indeed privileged to welcome you all for this victorious evening, where we celebrate the triumphs of our warriors. With that being said, let us now begin Jayewardenepura 2018-2019, the 45th Colors Awarding Ceremony. Let us now rise for the University Anthem.
Sri Lanka Pinbar Randirani Srinivasa Maha Aganagare Sri Jayewardenepura Sarasari Sri Namaya Randhav Lomudune Hikkaduwe Siri Sumagul Samidun Velivitiye Sorat Bandhu Yatidun Vigikala Vidyodaya Vidu Bimadun Eliyen Divi Magasara Sau Sri ලංකා පින්බර රන්දෙරනේ ශ්‍රීනිවාස වූ මහා අගනගරේ श्री जयवर्धनपुर सरसविये श्रीनामय रंगवा लो मुदुने अयुक्तियेदी विवादशीली
असत्ययेदी विचारशीली
वियत् सभागत समाजशीली वियतुन निदय पोबयौ श्री लंका पिंबर रंदिरने श्रीनिवास वू महाअगनगरे श्री जयवर्धनपुर सरसविये श्रीनामय रंगवा लो मुदुने विद्या उत्पततं सिद्धा पततं सिद्धा विद्या पततं सिद्धा
Please take your seats.
දිනාගත් කිරුළ නැවත විදුබිමේ තබා බබලවන්නට කීර්තිය දසා දිනාගත් කිරුළ නැවත විදුබිමේ තබා බබලවන්නට කීර්තිය දසාත පතුරවන්නට ඔවුන් අසීමිතව කැපකිරීම කළහ. ලෙයින් මසින් දහඩියෙන් කඳුලින් කළ අනන්ත වූ කැපකිරීම මතින් ඔවුන් යළි ක්‍රීඩා පිටිය දිග්විජය කළෝය. ජපුර මාතාව නැවත ක්‍රීඩා ලකබෙරෙහි අගතැන්පත් කළහ. එවන් ක්‍රීඩා විරුවන් පිදුම් ලබන රාත්‍රියයි. ජපුර වර්ණ 2019
Troops of the Department of Languages, Cultural Studies and Performing Arts to the stage. Mrs. Nishanti Vidanage to welcome the gathering to this graceful evening. Madam, the stage is yours.
Good evening, everybody. Chief guest, special guests, deans, and my dear sons and daughters. We attended the SLUG 2019 with the intention of bringing back the championship to our university as the defending champions. At the 13th SLUG year 2019, we were once again able to become the overall champions consecutively for the second time. And tonight is dedicated to honor the victories and hard work of our sports stars. On behalf of the Department of Physical Education and the Sports Council of the University of Jayewardenepura, it's my privilege to welcome you all to the 45th Colors Awarding Ceremony, Jayewardenepura 2019. I warmly welcome our chief guest for the day, Senior Professor Sampath Amaratunga, Chairman of the University Grants Commission and also former Vice Chancellor of the University of Sri Jayewardenepura, who is one of the main pillars behind the success of the sports at our university. The turning point of our university, sports, is the year 2015, which Senior Professor Sampath Amaratunga was given the leadership of the university as the new Vice Chancellor. Also, I take this opportunity welcome our special guest for the day, Mr. Jayewardenepura, Chairman of the People's Bank and the fellow guest from the People's Bank. I take this opportunity to thank People's Bank for sponsoring us with a great amount to make this event a success. I also warmly welcome all the deans of the respective faculties. Dear Madam, Sir, we are indeed happy to have you all with us today as we celebrate the victory of our sports stars. I warmly welcome the co-chairman of the Sports Advisory Board, Senior Professor Pradeep Jayawira, Acting Dean of the Faculty of Urban and Aquatic Bioresources, and Professor Sirimuthu, and all the other members of the Sports Advisory Board and all other academic members. I take this opportunity to thank you all for your fullest cooperation for the development of sports in our university. I would also like to welcome Mr. A.B. Valuator, Registrar, Acting Librarian, and all the administrative officials and non-academic staff of the university who are present here. I also like to welcome Mr. Ranjit Itamalgoda, National Organizer, and all the other members representing the alumni of the university with gratitude in recognition of the invaluable contribution made towards the sports team of our university. And I would like to welcome my dear colleagues and all the staff members, along with the supporting staff members of the Physical Education Unit and my dear coaches. I take this opportunity to appreciate your commitment, dedication, and cooperation rendered to uplift the talent of our sportsmen and women. I warmly welcome all the members of the Sports Council, all captains, vice captains, and members of the respective sports teams. Without your participation, we would not be able to make this event colorful. Last but not least, I would like to extend my greatest gratitude to the co-presidents for their priceless effort in making this event memorable for all the participants. Once again, I welcome you all to the Jayewardenepura 2019. Thank you. Have a pleasant evening.
Thank you, Madam. Senior Professor Pradeep Jayawira, the co-chairman of the Sports Advisory Board, the acting dean of Faculty of Urban and Aquatic Bioresources. Sir, this invitation is for you to inspire these enthusiastic youngsters.
Chief guest, Senior Professor Sampath Amaratunga, Chairman of the University Grant Commission, Guest of Honor, Vice Chancellor Professor Sudanta Liyanage, I think he's special guest, Chairman of the People's Bank, Mr. Jayewardenepura, Deans of all faculties, members of the Sport Advisory Board, Registrar also not here, Mr. Valuator, staff of the members of the Physical Education Center, and national organizer of the Japura Alumni Association, Mr. Ranjit Idnamalgoda, and my dear students, ladies and gentlemen. As a chairman of the Sport Advisory Board, I am extremely honored and privileged to address this gathering, the 45th Colors Night of the University of Sri Jayewardenepura. And indeed, it's a great pleasure. In year 2016, Japura students won the Slug Award, Slug Championship. Slug stands for Sri Lanka University Games organized by the University Sports Association. And we have managed to win this championship, overall championship, for the first time as a result of commitment and dedication of the former Vice Chancellor, Sampath Amaratunga, and all deans, and the support given by all deans, and especially the staff of the Physical Education Center, headed by Miss Nishanti Vidanage. It is important to note that the inter-university competition organized by SLUSA started in year 1980. So it took nearly 36 years to Jayewardenepura students to achieve this goal, to win the award, overall championship. So it's a tremendous effort. We have to wait till 36 years, and it is all due to our former Vice Chancellor and currently the Chairman of the UGC, his effort, and we are really thankful to you, sir, to achieve this goal. And the foundation that he has laid managed us to win it again, consecutively for the second time in year 2019. So now we have a big challenge to go for the third one as a hat trick. Win it again for the third time. So it is not an easy task, and we would like to request the support from all deans and the Vice Chancellor of present Vice Chancellor, Professor Sudanta, to give us the full support, go for the third round and win it again for the third time. The sport culture and the strong foundation that we have laid managed the title again in 2019. Right? The moving again to a slightly different topic, I would like to mention at this point a recent survey conducted by the University of Colombo have shown that non-infectious diseases, non-communicable diseases among universities are now common, which is alarming. So can you guess what is the reason for this? Diabetes, cholesterol, and all these things are now becoming common among university students. Can you give at least one reason for this? The main reasons are physical inactivity and unhealthy diet. Physical inactivity and unhealthy diets are the two main reasons for this non-communicable diseases among university students. It is now gradually increasing. So with the COVID situation and online studies, this will definitely become a serious health issue in future. So as a responsible people, we cannot ignore it. We have to do something. So if we take Jayewardenepura, out of 1,500 students, only about 25% students are participating in any sport activity. This is considerably a lower number. So considering these facts, at the Sport Advisory Board, Department of Physical Education Center, they suggested a course unit to offer by faculties. The name of the course unit is Fundamentals of Physical Education and Exercise Science. This module includes like survival skills, self-defense, first aid, etc. So staff of the Physical Education Center is fully capable of delivering this lecture series. So I would like to suggest all deans to think about this non-credit optional